how this leads to liquidity crunch, real estate crisis, market collapse, and margin calls of over-leveraged hedge funds and shadow banks. The Bank for International Settlement states today, in quotes, the current buildup of leveraged short positions in U.S. Treasury is a financial vulnerability worth monitoring because of the margin spirals it could potentially trigger. Now, no matter the way they word it, gross market value for these global outstanding derivatives increased about 67% year over year to 20.7 trillion. Many believe that specific financial institutions may be indeed insolvent or at least unable to pay their big debts. And the reason for that is because the Treasury Direct has been preventing users from accessing money for a couple of weeks now. And on top of that, just to show some extra proof, JP Morgan sold $705 billion of credit protection in the derivatives market in the 6-month period ending June 30th of 2023. Now you might ask, why would they do this if everything has been such a problem? Well, JP Morgan clearly likes credit derivatives like a lot, and whether it is for market making business or for their own hedging and risk mitigating purposes, the fact that Jamie Dimon and his bank have increased the amount of credit protection they have sold by 30%, or 162.86 billion to be more specific. In selling credit protection, JP Morgan takes the upfront risk on protection they sell. In the first 6 months of the year, JP Morgan took on 31% more risk related to credit protection sold than they did in the last 6 months of 2022. And you can see by the recent 10Q from June 30th, the 10Q from December 31st of 2022, and these CDSs that JP Morgan is not okay. You can look at this as more so a hedged bet where they bought a little more protection than they sold. But if they lose, they're still on the hook for billions, and chances are the web of derivative, leveraged, and collateral with all of their business and securitized instruments and whatever else could be their undoing. And hedged or not, considering factors like interest rates, they could be sitting on mountains of assets underwater and not even marked to market. Plus, them going insolvent, talking about all of this, 329 banks are now being targeted by short sellers. So it seems as if the bank contagion is not over. The media is not covering it. They are not portraying it to you guys. JP Morgan is not showing you the filings. The news isn't covering that certain banks aren't doing well, that the Treasury is freezing money, and that all of these things are happening in the same exact time period as AMC is the most bullish stock in the stock market, at least according to AI. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to go over. We already covered some stuff, as you can see in the intro of this video, but I want to touch on some AMC, GameStop, what happened with the market, and then some additional stuff to close out the video. All I ask you guys to do in return, please, it's free, get this video to 1,000 likes. It's one click of a button. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you want to join us on this journey to financial freedom, and that is what you're seeking, make sure to hit the subscribe button and have post notifications on. Now you can see up here, AMC, according to an AI that deciphers the options complex, it seems to believe that AMC is currently the most bullish stock on the market with a confidence of 95.68%. Now, why that may be the case is because writers and producers are nearing an agreement to end the ongoing WGA strike, which is going to be huge for AMC. Adam Aron has been talking about it, and that's also why you may see Cinemark up 5% and IMAX up 4%. Why is AMC down? I think you all know why AMC is down. Clear manipulation, market makers dumping short exempts on it, still trying to bring it lower and lower, but there might be a writer's strike deal pending, which could cause AMC to have a massive rip coming soon. However, I want to talk about GameStop, AMC, the charts real quick. GameStop down 3.48%, and honestly, I don't like how this played out. It broke below the wedge that we have been tracking, and then I recently took a look at the cycles, and the same exact time frames line up to where GameStop is trading at right now, which tells me we are going to go a bit lower on GameStop. This is showing me that we may see an additional 22% drop. In my opinion, we come down to about $13.25 on GameStop. I think that level is coming just based off of these cycles that this thing has been trading, and I think it's coming over the next month or so. Now, we were tracking a breakout, but since the S&P 500 did what it did, I think they are putting GameStop through another cycle since there is not a lot of pressure on it. However, leading up to the next earnings, all of that could change, and this could be completely wrong, which means for AMC, another scary game to play because we don't know how low this thing is going to go. I honestly expect the turnaround for AMC. I still do, but it's kind of hard to say when you see GameStop heading towards a downtrend to say that AMC is going to head towards an uptrend since they play so closely together. Overall, whatever happens, I'm watching that $15.30 level. I want to see a break over that for AMC. Now, what happened yesterday? Why is the market bearish? We said if they pause, we would see a slight scale up. Well, the Federal Reserve did pause, but they said they're likely to raise rates by 25 BPS before the end of the year. So I thought it was priced in that we are going to get a pause, and it might have been priced in, but what was not priced in is that we are going to for sure get a hike, at least most likely get a hike before 2024. So the SPY is down to 434.25, down 1% on the day, had a major gap down, and ultimately this is what we're looking at here. Take a look at the previous Septembers. We said this time and time again. This is what happened back in 2020, 2021, and then 2022. September is a historically bad month for the S&P 500, and in my opinion, this little correction isn't going to last too long, which is exactly why I dollar cost average on the SPY. If anything, I see 431, and if it gets really bad, I see 422 before the SPY ends up scaling higher and higher from there. Now, you know this is a real sell-off when crypto is getting hit as well. This is something I'm watching for Bitcoin if it does play out. Again, September, the month historically doesn't look too hot, but usually slightly after Bitcoin does decide to scale up. I think the low, if Bitcoin does decide to scale down, is around 21,000, so just watch that level for Bitcoin. Now, before we move on with some additional stuff, make sure to pop in the Discord, guys. The link is right under the video. I'm in there on the daily, so if you want to talk with me, request videos. We post gains, post losses, and talk stocks all day long. We also have options trading alerts in there, so get in the Discord. That link is in the top of the description, and right with that link, you will see the Moomoo link. If you use my link, sign up and make it a positive, even $1 or even a penny, you are going to start earning free stocks, all the way up to 16 free stocks, each valued up to a couple grand per stock, as well as a guaranteed Tesla or Google stock, and $50 sent to your account. So the benefits are absolutely insane. Not to mention, your money is insured, so don't be worried about that. Free access to level 2 order book data, trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more. And what I like Moomoo for is the notifications that I get, as well as the earnings calls. So go do that. The link is right under the video and pinned in the top comments. Now, the Federal Reserve says they don't see a recession until at least 2027. House of Financial Services Committee passes a bill to ban the Federal Reserve from creating a central bank digital currency, which is absolutely huge. The SEC has now substantially increased fines for Wall Street. Now take this with a grain of salt. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think raising the fines actually does anything, or do you think the SEC has to start issuing some jail time? In my opinion, that's what has to happen. Now, if you want a little bit of hopium to close out the video, this is the June 2021 run overlaid over where AMC is trading at now. Finally, Zelensky met again with BlackRock, which we know never comes out of good pocket for us. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out, share the video, drop a comment down below. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.